Hey guys, Icy here. In this video, I want to share my new DK PvP healer build 2.0, which I can honestly say I find it very easy to hit over 1 million heals consistently in my BGs. And for a quick announcement, I am going to start streaming on Twitch. I'm going to try for Monday, Wednesday, Friday from like 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. If you want to see some live PvP healing, then know where to find me. Okay, so right off the bat, there's nothing special here. You already know I got Snow Treaders on. It's non-negotiable with me at this point, and I do love ult gen, so I really wanted to double down with it. So I chose to run Shock Exoskeleton on the body for the minor heroism up at all times, and Heartland Conqueror for my weapons and jewelry. Now, the key here is instead of running Powered on my restoration staff, I'm actually running Decisive. This makes it so whenever I'm on my front bar, I get 100% chance to gain one additional ultimate per ultimate I would normally gain. So what are my ult gen sources? I have Minor Heroism for 1 ult every 1.5 seconds, which now becomes 2 ult every 1.5 seconds. Light Attacking generates 30 ultimate over 10 seconds, which is 3 ultimate per second, which now becomes 4 ultimate per second for 40 ultimate over 10 seconds. Because we are a DK, we also utilize the Mountain's Blessing passive, which whenever we cast Earth and Heart abilities like Cinderstorm and Molten Armaments while in combat, we generate 3 ultimate every 6 seconds. This now becomes 4 ultimate every 6 seconds. And finally, I am a Nord for this setup for 2 reasons. One is for the Stalwart passive, which gives you 5 ultimate every 10 seconds whenever you take damage. This now becomes 6 ultimate every 10 seconds. The second reason is for the Rugged passive, which grants me more resistances. Shock Exoskeleton and Heartland Conqueror don't have any forms of damage mitigation since we aren't using any heavy or light armor sets that even have armor values on them. The exception being, I do recommend using one piece of Mighty Tridons for an extra line of armor for your shoulders. Now, despite the squishiness, we do make up for it on the back bar because our defending trait gets doubled thanks to Heartland Conqueror, and I am running Lingering Flare for the major protection, as well as Defensive Stance for more damage mitigation while blocking. And because we are generating so much ultimate, it's very easy for me to use Life Giver as a form of damage mitigation, or even Magma Armor for actual damage mitigation, which also includes a thick-ass shield. For skills, everything is mostly the same for my old DK loadout. I was running this on my DC tune to start, and she didn't have Energy Orbs morphed, so I defaulted to Lingering Flare. And honestly, once I got Energy Orbs morphed, I felt squishier using it. This actually made me switch back to Lingering Flare for the major protection on the back bar. Secondly, I did remove Petrifying Rocks from the setup and moved Cauterize up to the front, so my Life Giver ultimate would benefit from the Major Prophecy spell crit increase. Thirdly, I did throw Defensive Stance in there, as I mentioned earlier, to help provide more damage mitigation while blocking on my back bar. And lastly, I want to thank Mr. Joe G for this recommendation. I'm now swapping from Igneous weapons to Molten Armaments. When you look at the comparison, by switching to Igneous, you only get 8 more meters in the cast radius, as well as 15 more seconds for the duration. For Molten Armament, 28 meter cast radius and 30 seconds duration is already more than plenty, so I much rather have the heavy attack bonus since heavy attacking is a staple in my playstyle. Now, does this build work on other classes? It certainly does, especially with the Warden and Necro, which I think are busted, but I still think the DK does it best only because of the Battle Roar passive, which grants you resources whenever you use your ultimate. I treat the passive almost like a tri-stat potion, but with a faster cooldown. Now, if you do decide to run this on other classes, I'd recommend at a minimum that you are a Nord because you will need the extra resistances. Alright, that is the build update 2.0 for my DK PvP healer. Let me know what you guys think, or if you have any PvP healer questions you'd like me to answer. See ya.